of our adventure. I'm getting ready to go to the Death Valley for 4 days with a buddy of mine named Jordan from Go AZ Motorcycles, and this is my rig right here. It's my big KTM 990. I've had it for about 7 years. Got a new tire on it, got some wings carbon exhaust. Those are all brand new. It's been needing it for a while, so I've got it refreshed. Got all my tank bags have been kind of packed here. I've got my camping gear in one, I've got my food, water, clothes in another, and I got a new addition. In case you can't see it, this bag right here is a tank bag, and I'm actually going to get to carry my big camera because I'm expecting to see some really cool things out there in the desert. It's not going to be too bad. I think it's going to be as high as about mid-90s. So while you're rolling, it's not too bad, but we are going to do cover a lot of dirt between here, which is Phoenix, Arizona, or Scottsdale, and Death Valley. So tonight we're going to try to make it to Baker, and as soon as I finish strapping on my the rest of my camping gear, my tent, my sleeping bag, we're going to get this party rolling, and I'm going to try and document it on the GoPro. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you around the campsite out in the middle of the desert looking at the beautiful stars. Anyway, peace out. Get over this, my buddy.
Look at that.
We are ready to go here in front of Go AZ Motorcycles in Scottsdale. And we got the 1150 GS all decked out. He goes by the name of the Governor right there. And I'm super excited that he told me about this trip that he's doing and that everybody bailed on him. There he is right there.
Except for you.
Except for me, because I'm like him, we're adventurers, and this guy works hard, and he had to save up his days off to get 4 days in a row at a motorcycle shop. And he's gonna go adventuring, so there's nothing better than a guy that works at a motorcycle shop and actually rides. And that's why I buy my parts from him. And that's why he's my friend. Anyway, we'll see you on the road. We'll get lots of footage, and thanks for joining us. GoPro. Jordan and I didn't really think this thing through because it's Easter Sunday and there's not a whole lot open. So we're going to go to the Trim Deli at the Chevron station. But we're out here at Havasu and we've had a really good half day so far. We made good time. Even Arby's is closed. It looks like Pizza Hut and Mud Shark Brewery. So we're going to adventure into the deli and find out what they've got. All right, well, we finally got to the mystery road. There it is right there. We're gonna take that for probably 50 miles or so, I would think. There's Jordan. Badass picture right there, Jordan. All right, that's it, folks. On down that road. Well, they don't call these adventure bikes for nothing. Our first little mishap, maybe 15 miles up the dirt road, got into some deep sand. There's a compression over there that I'm sure that this GoPro will not show you. But one of the bags finally gave up the ghost on the clasp, and we are going to MacGyver it. And we probably have 40 more miles up that road. See, it's a little bit of everything. It's pretty smooth, but we get these wash sections of deep sand, and it's going to test every nut and bolt on your bike. That and all the little vibration and rocks and washboard. What do you think, Jordan? We got it? Do we got it? Or are we going to have to go over to the railroad tracks and start pilfering parts?
I think we're gonna have to go look for some wire over there because I don't have any.
We're wireless. Yeah, we're mobile, we're unplugged. All right, well, let's go see what we can do. what we've come down to is we did find some wire, and it's like super heavy gauge construction wire. We're gonna start taking parts off the other bike just to get this baby back up to a gas station where we can get some real baling wire or maybe a better MacGyver fix. But anyway, we're gonna go slower now since we don't want to lose it again.
Slower?
Yes, we're going slower. We were doing like 75 at some points. So yeah, and that's what got us into this mess. But actually it's a broken latch and shit happens. So we'll be in touch. So here we are, Jordan. How did you fix that? That was amazing. Just talk to us.
Just a whole bunch of bungee straps and cords.
It's just
rubber bands.
It's good old, yeah.
Giant rubber bands.
It's good old physics, isn't it? Pull it back that way against itself and hope that that plastic latch on the inside that you can't see that the iron holds, and we just go quite a bit slower. We enjoy the scenery.
Quite a bit slower. I don't know what that means.
Well, you're about to learn. This is an experience for you. I'm gonna go latch up my stuff and we'll keep moving. Anyway, this is what I always wanted to do anyway. That's why I bought the bike, is to get out there and get off the road and the beaten path a little bit, see what lies out here. And you know, when you're ever cruising across America and you're on those highways and you see those roads that just turn off into the flats or out in the desert, well, this is one of them. And apparently it's going to lead us way up toward Baker, which is on our way to Death Valley, as you know from my earlier podcast. But this is why we do it. It's not rocket science. It's a little bit of creative thinking, and when something breaks down and not panicking. And I think it's going to work. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Next stop, Baker. So we pulled over about 9 o'clock at night, and we found a dirt road that we could go find some camp on, and this is where we landed. How beautiful is that? Look way out in the distance out there, you see the dunes. It's time to pack up, get some food in our bellies, get to our next destination, which is going to be Beatty, and we'll have a debate whether we want to get into Death Valley today or tomorrow. Well, it's day two. It's the end of day two, and we took a little bit shorter day today. We went from just outside of Shoshone, which is an Indian reservation just north of Baker, and we rode all the way through Death Valley. We came up Badwater Canyon, Badwater Road, and Death Valley is just breathtaking. It's spectacular. You fall probably 3,000 feet in elevation. The temperature goes from nice and cool to warmer down at the bottom, and this isn't even the hot season. We went out, we saw the Badwater, the salt flats. We walked out on those. We hiked back in and saw Hidden Bridge. All in all, I think we did maybe a couple 100 miles, but we went so long yesterday and we slept in the desert. We got a little bit depleted, I think, of energy, and so we're pretty whooped. We got a hotel room today, and tomorrow's a big day in the dirt. We're going to go through Titus Canyon. We're going to go over to the racetrack. We're going to go up and over another range and drop down in, and we're going to see where we land tomorrow. We're going to camp again. So we'll find someplace spectacular, I'm sure, to camp, and this time we're going to try to get into camp when it's still light out and we can get a little bit of good food in us and pick a good camp spot, even though like the last one was really cool. But so that's our day two, just relaxing. I'm a little bit tired. I took a little bit of a nap here, and we're going to hit it again hard tomorrow and the next day, because I know we're still 800 miles from home and we've got some more sightseeing and things to be seen out here. So anyway, signing off.
man, this is awesome. Drop down closer into the Death Valley. You can feel the temperature rise. There's some petroglyphs back there. Wow. We're gonna check these things out for a minute. Here comes Jared. I mean Jacob. Here comes Jacob. The only source of water in Titus Canyon was the Clare Springs. Supports cattailges. That's it right there. There's a whole bunch of them. Jacob.
everything's still alive. Almost biffed it.
Tiger. I bought this bike in 2011 exactly for this purpose. I've been doing it. Oh, a bigger one. Certain miles. Holy smoke. Like landed a lot. Holy shit, look at this. Just in case you're wondering, this is a one-way canyon, so I have to break the habit of not crossing over and looking where I'm going all the time, so I don't have to worry about going the other way. It's completely insane. It's so fucking gorgeous, I think. I'm gonna pull over and wait for my buddy here. See what the lies down there. Not sure if you can see it up there, GoPro. There's two F-18s doing some maneuvers. You can hear their engines. picture. For a picture. Jordan and I are going to have the exact same pictures, so that's what's going to be great about it. We can share them. Hi, Jordan. I forgot about the selfie. I'm gonna do this one, both of us. Hey Jordan, look up. Jordan. Hey, shoot.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
That was worth it. Okay, now we can haul ass.
Yeah. Now back to our continued program. We're gonna cross that big valley of death. And we're going to the racetrack, folks. That's called the stadium. But we're out here, and this is the racetrack. The rocks that slide mysteriously. We're gonna go back down that way over there, and we're gonna see where the big rocks have slid and the tracks, and hopefully I'll get some good pictures with my Canon. But anyway, this place is really interesting. It's kind of a shame that we're on a haul ass mode because we got to make time. Jordan just blew a shock out on his GS. We were hauling ass for about 25 miles, so about an hour, just kind of pinned over this rocky road. And his old GS with 110,000 miles or something gave up the ghost.
But we got about 40 more miles of this nasty road to get out to a decent one. And he'll make it, but it's just not going to be as comfortable as normal. But it's been an adventure. We've had luggage break off. We've basically saved ourselves from running out of gas in the middle of nowhere. And now the shock's blown, but we gotta just see as much as we can see, enjoy as much as we can while we're here, and then get all the way down to Ridgecrest. So today's a big day on the bikes, followed by an even bigger day tomorrow. So it's kind of important that we make some time up. But we get to see this, and as you can see behind me, the blue skies and just the incredible mountains and stuff. I'm really, really blessed to be able to do this, and I thank my lovely wife for letting me go out and be myself. And we'll see you the next pit stop, I guess, huh? Legit trail, that's for sure. Last 27 miles, no fire road. Jordan down there, he's picking his way down the line with no rear shock. That, man, that's just snow on the mountains. Yeah, but
not going to make the last 27 on us easy, are they? No. It looks like once we get down there, you can kind of see it's better, but no. Yeah, it's a good pick.
Tearing my girl up. Having a hell of a time, though.
What's that?
Having a hell of a time, no rear shock.
Oh, I'm sure. You're doing good. You're really, I was like, shit, dude.
Till about here.
You got it? Whew. Yeah, we'll be good when we get right down there. We're gonna drop probably, looks like about 500 feet.
I'm glad we're going down it, not up it.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh shit.
You want me to go in front?
Yeah.
You might be able to get a little more line, you know, sometimes. After you do a hard bit. I'm pretty sure the GoPro doesn't show it, but this is a really gnarly little descent here. Super rocky, you know, kind of sketchy. There he comes. There he comes. Definitely going to smooth out right here. Oh, with another 100 yards to go, of course. Okay, so maybe it's not smoothing out like it looks. doing a great job, man. That bike is a handful with no rear shock, and he's got to be 250, 260 at least, his own personal weight. So he's making that thing work. Shit, man, this is getting worse for Jordan. Just that much more, dude. That much more. Right around that corner. Woo! Wow. He is busting his nuts, man. He is sweating balls out there. It's getting warm, but mostly because we're working so hard on these big bikes. He's got the hardest part done. One more little section here. One more little section. You have a look. There's some loose, sketchy, rutted And my boy's getting tired. But we are that close to hitting pay dirt and getting back on a more rideable road. You good? I guarantee you it smooths out there. This fucking mountain can't keep going on. Look at that terrain. Some gnarly shit right here.
Yeah, it is.
Gnarly shit. You've done the hardest part, I guarantee you. That's where it fucking smooths out, dude. Now, we fucking earned a few stripes. You're doing great. You're doing fantastic.
It doesn't
pivot.
It doesn't track
Just
anymore.
dead, huh? You're dragging a tail around.
Yeah.
So, see that rock down there behind my bike?
Yeah.
I managed to hit that with my bags. Bam!
Ooh. There we go. Fix that.
What's that?
I was okay until I slipped right there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you're trying to slow down, manage your speed.
Now I got all sorts of faults flashing and everything.
False what's?
Got my hazard symbol on. Now let's see what happens. Okay.
There you go. You get dirt after that, you're on a pile of rocks. Yeah, that rear shock just completely gone. It's like dragging a tail drag. Nice. Well, we signed up for an adventure and the universe is delivering in spades. Nobody's hurt. And that's the most important thing. We're gonna have stories to tell. And hopefully this footage comes out as good as I think it will be. And he must have been listening to me. And I said, watch out for that rock. Because it just was a magnet. It's a big magnet rock. It pulled you over. Now that rock, you can see it roll underneath your tire. You want me to give it a go at picking it up?
It's a bitch.
Huh?
She's heavy.
How do you do this again? Where's the handle on this?
Don't grab that. You have to grab the frame underneath. Oh. The whole damn thing is just sliding.
Yeah. Tell you what, if you want to leverage on that stand, you just kind of walk off.
Ready?
Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Whew. Better with two people, especially on your third or fourth time.
I know.
It doesn't get any heavier or any lighter on the fourth one. Dude, you did it.
Hopefully I can make it the rest of the way.
You won't. You've done great. That is no easy trail.
No.
That is an expert trail on a 600-pound bike.
Oh.
I think that's for that 21-inch front wheel pays spades.
Yes.
Well, hey guys, I made it. I just rolled back in. We've been riding for the better part of we started at 7:30. It's now 6 o'clock, so almost 12 hours. We stopped for lunch and had to take a break and a couple other breaks, obviously, to get off the bike and stretch your legs. But it's been really an adventure, and we survived Death Valley. The bike was fabulous. You see it. I mean, she's taking some licks, went down some really ridiculously technical terrain. The bike handled it really well. I handled it pretty well myself. Didn't go down. We saved Jacob's bike a few times. He went down a couple times. He had a couple of different mechanicals, but it was a spectacular ride, and I'm tired. I'm so whooped. I guess I need to get more in shape, but thanks for watching. I'm gonna have some photography that I took out on the road with a real camera, and hopefully they'll turn out as good as I hope they will. But it's one of those tough things I have learned, that filming while you're riding and then being a photographer while you're riding and trying to stay on a timetable is really difficult. But it's worth the effort, and that's it. I just took all the stuff off and got off the bike. I'm tired. I'm gonna go and have a shower, and we're gonna wash the bike tomorrow or another day. So thanks for watching, for following along, and we'll be in touch.